All right, we're live. We're live. Hello, welcome in Simply
Oh,
Jan Homestead, P&J's Homestead Adventure, and Canadian Family Life. Tiffany, thank you guys for coming in. And if you can hear my voice, if you could share this out on your community tab to help get a few more people in here, that'd be really awesome. So, is this meetup a really big one, the one that you're at, the Arkansas meetup?
it could be. It probably will be. They're expecting quite a few. I know all the campsites around here are taken,
Are full, yeah.
and
Okay.
there's already about 12 sites already taken, already filled up with people already.
Yeah. Yeah. So Carol and I just met at the YouTube meetup for the Ozark YouTube meetup that Simply Jan Homestead and the Backwoods Misfit were hosting. And so we went out to eat, and there was Carol. So we just got to talking about a few things, and I asked her if she wanted to do an interview. And so, which I was already friends with her, but obviously wasn't following her very closely because. But anyway, it was good getting to know you. Hello, Serena Noel. Welcome in. So yes, please share this out on your community tab so we can get a few more people in here. I am going to go ahead and start with the questions. Are you ready, Carol?
I'm ready.
Hello, Troy Sutton. Welcome in. How long have you had your channel?
I started it in the end of May last year.
Oh, you're doing really good.
So
You're doing really good.
a year.
Yeah, a year. So a year now.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you decide to start your YouTube channel?
I had I enjoyed going to meetups and meeting people, and I just thought, well, I can do that. I can do that. But then I never had that gumption. And I think MT Homestead and Jan and several others encouraged me. The Crockers kind of halfway encouraged me also. So I said, well, I mean, all it's going to do is flop. So here I am.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching Homestead Tessie, and she was like an imperfect person, and I thought if she could do it, I totally can do it. Hello, just Jason Keto. Welcome in Butler Family Farm. Please share this out in your community tab so we can get a few more people in here. If you are not friends with Carol at the Rambling Peach, her link is pinned to the top of the chat. And anytime you want to put up your link, you just type the word dolphin and it'll put your link in the chat. What state are you in?
I'm in Georgia.
Which I knew the answer, but I'm just telling everybody in the chat. Have you always lived in Georgia?
Yes, I have. Now, I've traveled quite a bit and been other places, but I've always had a home base in Georgia.
Yeah. How many YouTube meetups have you been to?
Oh, this will be my fifth one.
Your fifth one. Okay. Yeah, that was
Yes.
my third one. And so, yeah, that was my third one. Hello, the Bud Files. Welcome in. Not right now, Jerry. I'm live, man. I'm live. He's like, get Jen to call me. That's funny. Anyway, uh, you're cracking me up. Hello, Homesteader Rachel. Welcome in. Thank you to you guys who are over there on the Rambling Peach watching in as well, because I know she's got this live on her channel as well. What kind of animals do you have on your property?
Okay, right now I have turkeys, I have sheep, goats. Well, I just sold my goats. I have chickens, and a horse.
Oh yeah, I did see a horse. Hello,
And
Echo with Living My Best
I'm
Life at
getting
16.
quail.
You're
I'm
getting
getting
quail?
bobwhite quail as soon as I get back home. Yes.
I want to try quail meat to decide if I want to do that or not. I want to figure out somewhere where I could try it. I don't know if I've ever eaten it.
It's good.
What
I
vegetable
like
is measured with diamonds? Carrots.
my quail cooked on the grill with jalapeno popper stuffed and stuff and wrapped.
That sounds good.
It's really good like that. Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite animal that you have right now? This is a question from Jan. Jan wanted to know what your favorite animal was.
My favorite animal is my horse Lightning.
Yeah.
Oh, and I didn't name my dogs. I have 3 dogs.
Yeah, I heard the dogs on your video. I thought you might say one of the dogs, but my first guess though was the horse because I watched
Yeah.
some of your videos and shorts today to see what questions I wanted to ask you, and you were talking to the dog Lightning. The horse Lightning. Sorry. How long have you been
Yeah,
married?
Where I am now, I bought that place when I was pregnant with my youngest daughter, and she's like 30, fixing to be 38.
Oh, wow. That's a while.
So it's paid.
That's good. That's good. How long have you been married?
We've been married 25 years, and we kind of drifted together for 2 before then. So 27 altogether.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we were together about a year before we got married too. Um, let's see. Do you have kids?
I have 2 daughters,
Two
Tanya and
daughters.
Brandy. They're both girls, and I have a stepson, Jeremy.
Oh, that's cool.
And 8 grandchildren.
8 grandchildren. There you go. There's the next question. How many grandchildren? How long have you been gardening?
Oh, all my life. Yeah, I enjoyed it. We did it as kids, but back then you were doing it like during 2-acre rows, so I didn't enjoy it so much back then, but I enjoyed the food afterwards.
Yeah. I grew up with my dad always had zucchini, tomatoes, onions, things, parsley, things like that. Those are the 4 things I can remember. Of course, I started out gardening just doing the basic things like that. And then as I've grown on YouTube as a gardener, I started trying new things. And people are always sending you seeds. Today, I got my seed swap, and this whole entire thing is full of 50 different seeds I got from the seed swap.
Wow.
I have to go through, and I've already planted. So I have to go through that and decide, okay, what am I going to go ahead and fit in for this year? And what am I going to just put up for next year? So I have to decide all that. So that'll be for another day. What plans do you have for your channel for this year?
Well, I'm hoping to grow. Hopefully, in the next couple of months, I'll reach my 1,000 subscribers, and I can shoot up from there. I'm going to be doing some traveling around and seeing some more tiny homes. We'll have lots of gardening in there for this year, some canning. Just dealing with the animals. We had 11 baby turkeys born just before I left coming here.
Wow. So it's a good thing your hubby was there to take care of them.
Yeah.
And you could go ahead and go on with your plans. So this year I decided to do a collaboration called Garden Tour Club, where people just show their garden and use the hashtag. And we're like drawing for winners every month. People donated prizes and stuff like that. So if you're interested in doing a garden tour for that, just use the hashtag, and there you go.
Okay.
So I noticed you had a garden. I noticed you had a garden. So, how many chickens do you have?
I have 13 hens and the 1 rooster now. I had 2 more, but they were mean, so they had to go to the sale barn. They kept attacking.
Oh no. I could swear I heard a rooster earlier. It must have been on my TV in the back. You know how if you're in something it pops off onto something else? I think it must have been that, but I kept feeling like I could hear a rooster crowing. And we don't have a rooster, so that's why I was like, huh? So I went outside to make sure because we did have one rooster show up in our backyard because he could smell our hens or something. So that did really happen to us. Butler Family Farm wants to know if you're in Arkansas now.
Yes, I am. I'm at Blue Mountain Lake right now. I am. I can see the beach area from here, and if I look up through the woods, I can see where the makeup is actually going to be at the pavilion and all.
Yeah. What is your favorite chicken breed?
That's a hard question. I really like silkies, but they're not good for the eggs, but they're really good for laying, for sitting. Oh, yeah. I don't really know. I don't really have a favorite breed. I like the meat birds. Yeah. But I also like to have a combination so that I'll have the egg layers too. So.
Yeah. I like to have a colorful egg carton full of different browns and greens and beiges, you know. So I guess I like variety. That's me personally. Now I noticed you were looking at a bunch of tiny houses. Do you actually live in a tiny house?
No, I live in a big house. Well, not a big house. It's about
a regular
1,800 square foot. Yeah, just a regular house. Now, my granddaughter is very interested in tiny house, so I've been going around and doing some videos of different ones. I like the idea of tiny, but I just don't know if I could micromanage my stuff down enough to ever get in one.
I know. I was going through my craft room, which was a really big cluttered mess, and I did like 2 videos on that. And my husband bought me some shelves, some of those 9 shelves that are open where you put the cloth drawers. So he bought that to help me get organized in that room because everything that was in the craft room closet is now my homeless ministry closet. So I had to get shelves for outside in the regular room part so I could organize the craft supplies. So as I'm going through it, I'm like, okay, do you really need it? Can you donate it? Can you put it in the yard sale? And I'm trying to think, you know, as I'm going through each container, I'm going to try to get rid of a few things. I might donate some stuff to the church, like for crafts for the kids and stuff. Harvested some basil leaves.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I actually did some weeding in my garden today, and I had received some white clover from someone, and I heard that's a really good ground cover. And that area over there where the dill and the ground cherries are, there's a lot of open space because the ground cherries haven't spread all the way out yet. So I thought, well, I'll pull up the weeds and plant that clover in between all those areas, and maybe that'll fill in and help, you know, the dirt and stuff. So I don't know. I heard that clover was a good ground cover, so I think I'm gonna try it. And I think it puts on flowers too. So I don't know that much about it.
Yes, it is. It's very high in protein. So if you ever have horses or an animal that can't have real high protein foods, you'll have to get rid of the clover or keep them in a different area. But yes, clover is very good.
Yeah, I have my garden area set up where there's the fence in the middle, and half of the side is for the chickens, the other half is for gardening. So the only thing over there is a cat. You know, we have one backyard. We have one backyard kitty, Miley, and so she's the only one back there. So there, I do have one rogue chicken that likes to jump over the fence and try to free range on my gardening side. Her name is Annie, and I have to, after she does it about 3 times, I pick her up and put her in the pen, and she doesn't get to be out anymore because I'm like, I can't just keep putting you back. You know, you have to play by the rules. But She doesn't care. She thinks the grass is greener on the other side, and it is.
Oh,
And
yeah. And there's
so do
probably
you
worms in the way, too.
do you grow in-ground raised beds, containers, or pots, or all of that?
Mostly I grow in raised beds. Now I do have a bunch of 5-gallon buckets with the holes punched in them that I use off and on. It's according to how much I'm growing. This year I've not put anything in 5-gallon buckets yet, but I may before it's over with.
Yeah. Yeah, I have raised beds, raised planters, pots, gallon buckets, other like totes and containers, and I just grow in everything you could possibly imagine. If money was not an option and you had someone that could watch your animals, where would you travel to?
Oh, I've always wanted to go to Australia.
Australia, yeah, that's one of the ones on my list too. Also, Ireland. Ireland looks really pretty.
Yes, it is.
What I was thinking. Do you ever join collaborations?
I have not so far.
You have not so far, huh?
Not. I just don't hear about them.
Yeah.
Until they're already started, too late usually.
Yeah. So I put out a weekly video called Upcoming Collabs where I mention all the new collaborations in the video, and then in the description box it lists the channel name, the dates they're having the collaboration, kind of a basis, a little 1-sentence synopsis of what it's pretty much about. So I just thought I would ask you because when I was looking at your channel, I didn't see anything was like hashtag and some kind of collab. Do you do any cooking on your channel?
Very little. I like to
Very
cook sweet cakes, cookies, pies, but I just don't care to cook. I don't know why. I love to eat.
Yeah.
I'm just not much of a cooker.
Yeah. So in the summer, I do mostly gardening content. So in the winter, I have to fill in with something else. So I usually fill in with cooking, and I'd like to do possibly some crafting this like fall and winter, and maybe get my gardening plan kind of set up for the next year. What kind of music do you like?
I like the old rock, the easy listening type rock. I like country music, and I like blues, jazz and blues.
Yeah.
I'm not into this crazy hip hop stuff that's going around now. I just don't get it.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like my taste in music too. My favorite kind of basil. This year, I'm really into the dark purple basil that I got from Walmart. It is so pretty. I put some in with my Mariana tomatoes, and I love purple, so it looks really pretty. But yeah, usually I have just basic or Italian basil, but this year I actually decided to buy the dark purple basil, and it seemed to have come up better than the other basil. So, what is your favorite flower to grow?
I like the pufferfish hydrangeas.
I haven't seen that one.
That it's just a really huge white hydrangea. They're almost oblong and they're just huge. I mean, bigger than a dinner plate.
Wow, that sounds pretty.
It is.
Yeah, I do have her link at the top of the chat. So if you're not friends with her, hit that link and go put some videos in the watch later list so you can. Hello, Jennifer Ocean Homestead. Yeah. I was going to say something else and I forgot what it was. Oops. That happens. What is your favorite vegetable to grow in the garden?
Tomatoes or okra. I got to have those every year.
Yeah. Yeah, I love tomatoes. What is one thing you grew in your garden that you're like, never again?
Uh, I don't think I've ever grown anything that I just didn't absolutely like. You know, there's some things I liked a little less, but I usually don't plant anything unless I know I'll eat it.
Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, I mean, unless it's something your chickens will eat. In my case,
Right.
I'm not a huge cucumber person. I can have it if it's cut properly, I can eat it on my salads, but it has to be cut like kind of small and thin.
Then
I don't want like big.
big chunks, yeah.
Yeah, but my chickens love it, so I grow it, and so I have it if I want it, and hubby loves it, and the chickens. Have you ever participated in one of these seed swaps that they have on
No,
YouTube?
I'm not. I have not on YouTube, but here in my community, we have a garden center or a gardening group that we swap seeds with.
That's neat. I wonder if our town has a local. Uh, ooh, my computer's acting weird. Like my comments are going away.
Oh,
That is hello, Oodles and Caboodles Crafts. Welcome in. Hello, Tina with Life in the Piedmont. I do have her link pinned to the top of the chat if you're not connected with Carol at the Rambling Peach. I eat cucumbers like candy. Let's see. How did you get started in homesteading?
well, as a kid growing up, we were super poor. I mean, super, super dirt poor. My dad was disabled, and he had like 9 massive heart attacks and a cerebral hemorrhage that left him in a coma for like 3 months. So, my mom worked, and back then, even now, some jobs don't pay a woman as much as they should, and so
Yeah.
we just survived by the seat of our pants. And thank God my grandmother did a lot of canning and stuff. And then after they passed away, we moved into her house. So, I mean, it was just always, we were out there as kids. We went squirrel hunting or setting traps for rabbits or, just always out foraging, looking for something. And we always had a garden, and I learned right coming up as 6, 7, 8 years old how to start canning and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
it's
so
just a lifestyle that I enjoy.
So you do food preservation because you said you do canning. Do you dehydrate too?
Very little. I dehydrate mostly like lemon balm, bee balm, different teas, herbs, things like that. And I make tinctures also.
Yeah, I would like to try making tinctures. That would be really neat. I'm hoping to make my first jelly this year. I'll join that Jam It Up June that Kettle Kitchen is doing. So I'm gonna look at what I have to buy for that. But anyway, so I'm gonna give the canning thing a try. What kind of hobbies do you have other than gardening and YouTube?
Oh, I like horseback riding. I like camping. Most anything outdoors.
Yeah, outdoor stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I also like to read books.
Yeah, I like
mostly
reading too.
Mystery or or romance, something like that. Just something to get your mind off of things.
Yeah, I like reading like old fashioned type stories, like House of the Prairie, Anne of Green Gables. I just purchased Jane Eyre and what was the other one? I purchased 2 of those books in that time frame, and I'm gonna plan to read those in like the fall and winter when when the gardening slows down. So I haven't read them yet, but I did purchase 2 that I would have for that. So did you have a good time at the meetup this year?
Yes, I did. It was really nice because we were able to, with not being so crowded, we were able to sit around, actually get to know the person, other channels, you know, so it made it a lot more relaxed, I think.
I like that too. I made a point to, hello, Jamie, with Jamie's Country Living. Welcome in. I tried to make a point to go to everyone and have a conversation, every single person. Now, some people brought their family, and I might not have talked to their family members, but I tried to make sure that all the YouTube people, that I tried to talk to all of them. So you and I just sat down and had a conversation waiting for at the restaurant. And then also I had a conversation with Beth at the restaurant, and also some of our campfire chats that we had with multiple channels. Also Linda with Another Time 2023. She was really cool. I liked her. So I had my favorites, and you were definitely one of my favorite new people I haven't met yet. So that's why I wanted to get you on, do an interview, and let my friends get to meet you, and, you know, just get to hang out and stuff. See, I didn't make you too nervous, right?
Oh no, this was easy.
Yeah, that's what I told you earlier when I said I had questions. She acted like she was nervous, and I was like, "Don't be nervous." You know, it's just really, you know, it's really calming questions. It's not like anything really hard. But these are the basic kind of questions I have, pretty much for everybody. I change them up a little bit, you know, depending on what the subject matter is, but.
Well, it's been fun coming on and getting to know you and some of your family and friends there on YouTube, and maybe some of them will come over and check out my channel. Yes, and maybe some of them will subscribe. So that'd be nice.
I have her link pinned to the top of the chat. If anyone hasn't connected with Carol at the Rambling Peach, it's pinned right there at the top of the chat. You don't even have to scroll. Just go to the top. Boom. There it is. So that way you guys can go and tell her you came from Gail, and she'll know who you're talking about. Hopefully she doesn't have a lot of other Gails, but since she met me most recently, I also set up a interview with Rainy Ridge as well. And I do want to set up one with Linda later after she gets a little bit more live experience. So maybe talk a bit because, yeah, but you were the first one I set up. So yeah, I had fun at the meetup. I want to do a video on all the stuff I got from the meetup and stuff people gave me and the stuff I won. And then a couple of things we bought from the Amish store because we did all go to the Amish store. That was really fun.
I enjoyed
items. I really like the Amish store. That's only our second time, maybe our third time to go to an Amish store. So I really like it. I think it's cool. So I'm going to show a couple of things about at the Amish store. And Jen and I were talking about how we're full blown into all these editing. Trying to get our editing, you know, because she did a meetup video. Her hubby getting that crossbow, and then she did a garden tour. So she's got at least 3 videos to edit. And then I did a meetup one, and then I did a cabin tour. I did one for one channel. I did the inside cabin tour. For the other channel, I did the outside cabin tour. And so that way you could see. But yeah, it was really pretty down there by the lake, and I really liked the cabin we stayed in. But hubby told me he wants to start looking for a cab over trailer thingy. The kind that goes over the truck. That way he can still be able to drag the boat if he wants to. So that's what he wants to look at. So we're going to try to do that. So when we go to these meetups, we'll have the camp over thing. So we're thinking about doing that. Hello, Amanda Dahl. Welcome in. Luann with Blackberry Rock Homestead, and Tigsy enjoys gardening. So yes, very cool. And Tigsy, I would love to have an interview with you about gardening sometime. If you're interested, send me an email to gailssouthernliving@yahoo.com. Let me see if I can find my email. There it is. And you can email me. Or if anybody else is interested, send me an email and I'll try to set up an interview with you. Hello, Jamie's Country Living. I already said that, I know, but it's better to say it twice than not at all.
That's right. And thank you, Jamie, for subscribing to me. Appreciate that.
It's cool. I'm glad you got some new friends. I hope you got a few new friends here today. And do you have any questions for me, Carol?
Oh, just probably have a lot of editing questions later on. I'm not that good at it, but I'm trying, guys, and I will get better as I go.
Yeah. Any kind of questions that you have as far as editing and YouTube stuff, even problems that come about. I've probably, in my 4 years on YouTube, I've probably heard it all. Good and bad, the good and bad of YouTube. I've heard it all. And, every situation you can imagine. So, yeah. You can call me anytime with questions and stuff like that. I'm usually home, during the day. So just give it a try. Hubby doesn't get home until somewhere between 5:30 and 6:30. So pretty much any time between like 9 and 5:30 is usually good. So anytime during the day. Even when I go out to do gardening, I usually have my phone sitting on the gardening table. So I'll hear it if somebody calls or, sometimes I'm watching somebody's video. I'm not really watching it, but I'm listening to it and it's playing. And when it gets done, I'll go over and make my comment.
Yeah.
So that's usually, and then I use my watch later list a lot because say if I were one of these people in the chat today, and I decided I wanted to be friends with your channel and I wasn't yet, I'd go put a couple of your videos in the watch later list. So that way I don't forget to do it. And then the friendship will stick, so I use the watch later list. It's really awesome.
Great.
Wow.
I'll keep that in mind because I haven't, the ones I've marked watch later are usually ones that are like for solar. I would love to have solar and especially solar backup at home. I bought the solar panels, but I've not bought the rest of the stuff. I do have 4 batteries, but I just bought them to kind of do some work out in the greenhouse with. But I'm hoping in the future to get a bigger setup and be able to have.
Uh-oh. I think she got knocked out, guys. Oops. I think she got knocked out because she was in the middle of talking and boom, gone. Okay. If you can hear me, Carol, that's okay. I pretty much got through my interview questions with you. I'll talk for a few more minutes in case she pops back in, but I think she accidentally got knocked out of her computer. But had a great time at the meetup. I got to meet some really cool channels. I was really excited to go to the meetup in Missouri, and we had a good time. We spent from Wednesday to Sunday there, about 5 days. We had a really good time. We got to go hang out with Jan at her house, and at her house, I got to meet her donkey, his name is Toby. I was really excited to meet him. He is so cute, and his fur, when you pet him on his head, is so soft. He's so cute. He's adorable. As soon as I got out of my truck, Toby was like, making that noise that they make. It was so cute. He loves attention. He's so cute. So then the next day we went out to eat. A big group of us went out to eat. There'll be yes, it was nice to see you again. I don't know if you're going to Pinecone Fest, but if you are, I think we're going to be able to go this year. So, yeah, that'll be cool. So anyway, we had a good time. We all went out to eat. I think there was about 10 of us that went out to eat. It's about 10 or 12. And then we went to the Amish store as a group. That Darla girl, welcome in. Oh, you're back. She's back. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? Put what you're having for dinner in the chat. I'm going to have barbecue chicken and some King's Hawaiian rolls because we had them left from the meetup and we needed to eat them up. And then probably like some green beans or broccoli. My garden tour challenge. Basically, your regular garden tour that you do, you're just going to use the hashtag. So your basic garden tour that you do, you're going to use the hashtag, and I'm going to add you to a playlist. Be sure to tag my channel. If you could, just mention the host is Gail Southern Living, and that there will be monthly giveaways with the garden tour. That's pretty much it. That's all you have to do to join the garden tour. Let's see if she had any more to that question. Anytime between now and the end of August, you could put it in, and I'll be doing a monthly drawing.
Sorry, guys, my phone overheated.
Oh,
I turned the air off in this camera.
Oh, no. Oh, were you thinking it was loud or something?
Yes, it's very loud. It's very loud.
Yeah, so. I understand. Yeah. I was pretty much done with the interview anyway. I just thought I'd talk about the meetup for a little while just to see if you would be able to come back in. So, but anyway, I was pretty much done with the questions. But yeah, it was pretty fun. We had a good time. We actually stopped in Ava, Missouri, and met my friend Luann with Blackberry Rock Homestead and Luann's Kitchen. And so we drove about an hour out of the way to see her, and then about 9 hours home. And there was some kind of a souvenir shop type place right around Joplin area that my hubby took me to, and I got to buy a few things. So that was really nice of him to let me go on a shopping spree.
Really?
Anyway, I had to pick up a Mother's Day present for my mom. Belated Mother's Day. Hello another time. We were talking about you a little while ago. She's going to have country ribs for dinner.
Oh, that sounds good.
Heather's having tacos. A burrito bowl. That sounds good too. Anything Mexican I love. Oh, chicken fried rice. That sounds delicious. Ooh, all of the dinners sound good to me.
Me too.
Anyway, I just kind of threw something out. I was like, okay, what's going to be easy, because I knew I was doing this interview. But hubby said he was getting home late anyway, so I knew I didn't really have to rush. Oh, here's another one. Tortilla chips, cottage cheese, and watermelon. That sounds good too, actually. I love all of that stuff. Yeah, he's so sweet. Yeah, I bought my mom this really cool. No, I'm not going to say in case she sees it. She might watch this live, and I don't want to ruin the surprise, but it's really cool. I'll try to take a picture of it before I wrap it, and then I'll show y'all later. But yeah, it's really cool. It's actually something she asked for recently because I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do for Mother's Day? Plus, we were out of town. I did go ahead and send her a card. Both my mother, my husband's mother, and my sister, I sent them all cards. So not even all of them told me they got their card, but I assume they got their card, even though they didn't say nothing. Mother-in-law was the only one that told me she got her card. Hello, Lisa, our Georgia suburban homestead. Welcome in. And so tomorrow on Wednesday, I have a live with Life in the Piedmont Homestead, which her name is Tina. And on that live, we're going to shout out Carol with the Rambling Peach. We're going to shout out Linda with Another Time and Beth with BNN Us Odyssey. So those are the three of my favorite channels I got to meet at the meetup. So I'm going to do a little shout out of those guys. And I think I have a couple more names on the list too. So if you get any more new friends tomorrow, it might be from that, but that'll be on my other channel. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end the live for today. We got this interview done for Carol. Her link is pinned to the top of the chat. Please go by and check out her channel. Tell her you came from Gail. She'll know who you're talking about. And yeah, that was cool to get to hang out with you.
All right. Thank you so much for the interview. I had fun.
Me too. Thank
All
you
right.
for coming up, Carol.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Did you know that pepper is half peas? Oh, yeah, it is. You're right. I get it. I get it. Hello, Susan, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Okay. What time is your live? What day and time is your live, Lisa? Hello, Mark the Shark. Welcome in. So that was a really good interview. If you came in part of the way and you want to see the rest of it, you can go back, watch the replay. I would appreciate that very much. Some of my watch hours are kind of low for this channel, so I could actually use a little help with that if you are interested. 9 p.m. Eastern Thursday. So with that, that's probably 8 p.m. my time, maybe. Okay. I'm going to go by and turn the notification on, so hopefully it'll give me a blink when it's time. So much appreciated. So it was really cool to get to meet all these new channels at the meetup. I really enjoyed it. Meeting Carol and Linda and Beth, all really cool channels. Linda's Linda's daughter was really cool to talk to as well. I don't think I caught her first name, but she was so sweet. Yeah, we had a really good conversation. So some really cool channels there. And we took the popsicle stick of Heather's head. We took that to the meetup and took a whole bunch of pictures of it. I'm going to put out a video on Saturday that shows everybody who took a picture with Heather's popsicle stick, which some of the people that took a picture, I would show it to you, but I passed that popsicle stick on to Jan with Simply Jan Homestead, and she's going to turn around and pass it to someone else. So we'll see what Jan does with Heather's popsicle stick head. If she's going to make a video, have her in a live, I have no idea. But if you haven't caught my Ozark meetup video, in that video shows Jan's surprise. It shows a comical situation with Heather's popsicle head. It shows who I met at the meetup, a little clip of me and Luann with our meeting, and a bunch of pictures of all the people that I got to meet. So if you haven't checked out that video, go by and check it out. It's the most recent video. I think it was yesterday's video. So go by and check out that video so you can see all the channels I got to meet. This year, lots and lots of cool channels. I already knew Butler Family Farm. I already knew Gillum Farms. I already knew Ilkaniram. I'd already met him, but I had not met a lot of these new channels, and I really had a good time hanging out with them. Hubby got to go on the boat twice. He took Neil with Treasure Hunter Neil, and he took the Boss with Simply Jan Homestead. Yeah. So we will see where Heather's popsicle head ends up. We're having fajitas. That sounds really good. That sounds delicious. So we're doing barbecue chicken. That's one of my husband's favorite things. So if all else fails, I can always go back to barbecue chicken, and he's always happy with that. So thank you so much for coming up, Carol. It was nice getting to know you further, answering all these questions I had written here. If you're interested in doing an interview with my channel, if you'll send me an email to the email on the description box. If you have trouble with that email, go by and leave me a comment letting me know you're having trouble with it. I have multiple emails with issues. I may have to set up a brand new email. It's getting that serious. Yeah. Jan's referring to the comedy in my Ozark YouTube meetup video. Yes. Good information, Serena. Yep. Lots of people use cardboard in their gardens. The Adventures of Popsicle Stick Heather. I love it. Ooh, that should be the title of my video. I need to remember that. Send me that. Send me what you just said there, Heather, and I want to use that as the title of my video for Saturday. Did you like that, Heather? When I that was not planned. It was hilarious, but it was not planned. I wasn't planning on making a YouTube video for my Ozark meetup that had comedy in it. That was not planned. But hubby decided to be funny, and then I decided to drop water on Heather's head. So, yeah, that's how things go. Yeah, that's funny. All right, I'm going to let you guys go, guys. Next week, I'm going to have on Rainy Ridge, another channel that I got to meet from the YouTube meetup this year. I had been friends with their channel, but of course, meeting people in person is a whole other level of different stuff. But thank you for coming in, guys. And I might try to do a little live to talk about some things that happened at the meetup, like a post meetup live to talk about some stuff that happened there. I'm going to write a few things down. But yeah, there's a few things I want to talk about. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up for today, get started on hubby's dinner. Thank you guys for coming in. And please email me if you're interested in coming up. And P&J's Homestead. Are you guys still in here? P&J's Homestead Adventures. Are you guys still in here by chance? I'm going to wait a couple minutes and see if they answer. That was funny, Heather. The meetup was perfect, and so was the weather. Yeah, the weather was perfect. Okay, so P&J's Homestead Adventure, Paul and Jason, you said that one of the emails you sent failed. Did you send it to this email right here, the Yahoo email? See, I was wanting to get an interview set up with you guys. Would you guys be able to do a Tuesday at 5 p.m. Central Time, this time right here? It could be Paula and Jason, or it could be just Paula or just Jason, whatever. And I was thinking about asking you guys if you wanted to do it for May 28th. Would you guys be available? You're welcome. Oh, for the gift card. Yes, yes. It took me a second to figure that out. Sorry. Yeah, if you think you're ready for an interview, Linda, let me know and I'll get that scheduled. Oh, are you not ready to do an interview yet? I'm shocked. Huh. I didn't know that, Serena. I did not know that. All right. Thank you guys for coming in. I will see you guys next week where I will be interviewing Rainy Ridge. Let me see. You put us on the spot, you stinker. We appreciate you. Okay. Well, let me know if you're interested. If you're not, I'll just leave you alone for right now until you're ready. Hello, Christine, Mrs. Gillen Farms. Welcome in. I am going to be ending this live for today. If you're interested, go back and watch this interview with Carol with the Rambling Peach. Thank you guys all for coming in. Have a great evening. Bye, everybody.